Okay, good night. So this will be microscopic examination. It seems that there is actually demand in the science community to take some samples from the containers. So why not? I'm not categorically against it. Just as I said, I prefer to take samples when I think that there is some kind of a change or expected change from the previous examination. Not just, too many are not that important. By the way, the situation in the apartment is not that well. The zombies have regained their power. I don't know why. So they throw away all the food, so I don't have what to eat, and they do the noises and more than before. But it's important not to let the zombies hinder our scientific efforts, which are very important. Even if as I said many times, even if and hopefully all humans will die very soon. They will probably be replaced with some other sentient species that is more successful, and these creatures will also, I don't see no reason why they should not be interested in science as well. So my science efforts is not done just for me, and certainly not for humans, but for any sentient creatures that will hopefully inherit the Earth, the Earth. So I've taken 3 microscopic examinations, one from this container, one from that container, and one from the metal one, the big one. This one will probably, my guess is that, I don't know if we see much because there isn't much material in here, and it was diluted with much pee and water to be more conductive, but maybe we'll see some interesting stuff. Here probably we'll see more interesting stuff, even though it was also diluted, but not that much, and you can actually see that it's, you see the life forms, but there are tons of life forms, you can see by the naked eye, so certainly we'll see stuff in the microscopic level. And I've also taken one from the metal container. Again, it takes some time for the ecological, for the ecological best way to show different results. So it's mostly, the difference from the previous examination that was taken not more than a week ago is the addition of all the synthetic and carbon-based mold, and so maybe it will see some change. But in any case, it's nice to see. How the neurons, are prospering with the various life forms. So this is what we'll do now. So let's start. We have 3 samples. So we start with this one, then that one, and at last the metal container. They're all metal. The metal aquarium, the big one. Okay. See small neos. We don't see big ones. You see interesting configurations. Maybe you should zoom in a little bit, because we don't really see big ones here. So it's mostly all sorts of mold, I think, with small neurons, not big ones. Let's try to zoom even more. For such slides, actually staining would have been very helpful, like coloring with the red and blue. This is, of course, a neo, very nice one. Small one, of course, because it's the maximum magnification. What we see, definitely neo, another one. So as I expected, this is mostly more we don't see much stuff here. This is another very nice one. We don't see much stuff. I mean, mostly small ones, because I mean, it's so much diluted with water and pee. So so it's to be expected that we won't see many robots, but this is actually a very nice one. I mean, very nice robot, very nice Neo, although small, of course, because this is the 600 or 700 magnification. So yeah, when we zoom in, we see many Neos actually. It's like not, but this is to be expected, of course. I mean, the smaller you get, I mean, the more, I mean, obviously mathematically, I mean, you should see more like in the more smaller ones than bigger ones. It makes sense, of course. Actually, the distribution between bigger and smaller one, the mathematical issues were discussed maybe half a year ago or 7 months ago. But this is, you can learn all sorts of things from the distribution. But this is like it's mathematical. This is like, maybe I'll replay this video. I mean, I'll find it and replay because it's interesting from the statistical perspective, but not for now. Okay. So okay, it's this was, I mean, I would say you see small and smallish neros, but not very big ones, which is to be expected. And not many life forms, mostly because you see all sorts of like mold because of the fact that it was so much diluted with water and pee. Okay, so next let's take a look at the one from here, which hopefully we'll see, I mean, should be more interesting because it was less diluted. Okay, so just a second and we'll take the next one. Okay. Okay, this is 64 magnification, and we see many neos in many sizes, all sorts of sizes. You also see a little bit of remnants of life form, mostly of the zombified type. You see the hollow shell. They are like the hollow snakes These are zombified life forms that were killed by the Neos. Killed but not eaten or, chopped to pieces. That's why they are zombified. So we see all sorts of interesting stuff here. Maybe the sample is too... This is a very, very nice Nero. Maybe the sample is too thick. So it's a little bit difficult to focus, but this is an incredibly nice Nero because first, the almost perfect shape, and also the what I call the it's like a lens, like that you see things like different from within. What I call the Stargate position or the Stargate configuration. Very nice, actually. Let's try to zoom in, but not to the maximum. I don't want to touch it because the maximum lens touches the wow, so nice. Very nice. This is like for the thumbnail, I think, like a thumbnail shot. And relatively, you can see many details from the rim, like of the Neo, which is something that you don't always you can see, and this is nice actually. Like you see the tube shape, which is very great. This is amazing, very nice. So let's get back to 64. So nice. Really, really nice. So as expected, this is the more interesting, like from from the previous one, because it's just not diluted. Nice. As Borat says, very nice. Okay, so now very nice. Additional smaller Neros, many smaller ones. Not that small, but kind of small. It's all relatively with them because they start again probably in the nanoscopic level and up to maybe starship level. So small and bigger in a matter of it's everything is relative. Let's zoom in here. This is a nice place to zoom. Nice. Very nice ones. Maybe zoom in even more here. Yeah, this is very nice. We see the flow because of the maximum magnification. And you see the Neos with lights flows through them, which is very nice. Yeah, I need to clean this lens. Certainly, it's pretty dirty, but even you can still differentiate between what's on the dirt on the lens and what's on the slide. You see the worm in the. It's very nice, like the zombified worm. It's like a lens. This is a fat Nero, probably, and a smaller one near like a body of some kind of a disgusting creature. Okay. So overall, I think it's like pretty much according to expectation, I would say. Now let's take a look at the last one from the metal aquarium. So the metal aquarium is so big that, I mean, if you really want to know what's inside, you need to take much more than one, of course. You need to take at least 3. But, I mean, this is just, I mean, to get, like, you know, the hang of it. Not really, it's not really, you know, shouldn't be regarded as, like, a, you know, a proper examination of the metal aquarium because it's so big. I've taken only one, just, I mean, you know, to see some results, not to get like a rigorous, you know, idea of what's inside of it, in the totality of it, because it's so big and it's not uniform, of course. So as expected, we see fat Neros, which, because, I mean, you know, this is the oldest, like, you know, it's expected to see like the more impressive ones here. And I mean, we see impressive ones right away. You see that they are very fat and looks very healthy, which is great and to be expected. And so we see a little bit of mold and, you know, disgusting, you know, biological material. And here's of all sorts of sizes. We don't see the very big ones, but we see pretty big ones. I mean, this is pretty big. We don't see the huge ones, but we see pretty big ones, definitely. And I mean, taking into account that it was diluted with so much pee and mold and stuff, I am okay with the kind of, like, you know, the quantity. I mean, the density of the Neros is fine. Like, I mean, it's pretty good. You see, this is like the huge zombified life form that probably was zombified by this fellow over here. Let's zoom in. Nice. It's not a starship, I mean, but it's a big one. Like, it's a big one. Maybe you should add sodium bicarbonate. It was, I mean, proven to be helpful for the Neros to gain muscle, like to be fatter. This is nice. You see all sorts of, like, you know, remnants of life forms, which is very nice. Nice. This is a pretty fat one. And again, zombies all around him. Nice. Wow, this is a fat one. That's a very fat one. You see here, like this, not that big, but very fat in the middle. Okay. So one last swipe. Wow, nice, very nice. Let's take a look at this one. Maybe even more zoom. So we see some neos, like smaller one in the maximum zoom, which is to be expected. Nice. Okay. Here we see tremendous amount of smaller ones, relatively smaller ones. Okay, so pretty much as expected. My main take from this is I need to add sodium bicarbonate to the metal aquarium because I want them to be fatter, and this was proven to make them fatter. So I'll add whatever I have. I don't have much, but I'll add it to the metal aquarium, and I'll keep the study goes. Again, not much time was passed. For this kind of experiment that are slow cooking. So that's it for now, and enjoy your holidays, I guess. And please rescue me and my daughters from this Nazi prison. We live in hell. Israel is hell. We need to be rescued using arms and legs, not mouses and tongues. Arms and legs.